All right, today we've got a real showdown for you. It's AI versus AI in a high-stakes coding battle. We are taking two of the world's most advanced coding assistants and pushing them to their absolute limit just to see what happens. So the big question we're asking is this. Can you really take a single prompt, just one instruction, and use it to build a perfect 233-page website from scratch? And I'm not talking about a few lines of code. I mean a huge, complex project. Is that even possible? And if it is, which AI is smart enough to pull it off? But before we get to the main event, we need to talk about the new kind of technology at the heart of all this. See, this isn't just about another chatbot that can write a little code. This is a whole new way of thinking about building software. And that new tech is what we call an agentic IDE. Okay, so imagine your regular coding setup, but completely supercharged. Inside, you have an AI agent that doesn't just suggest a line of code here and there. No, you give it one big high-level command and it just goes. It plans, it writes code, it even checks its own work, all on its own. This is basically the next big leap for software development. So who's in the ring today? In one corner, we've got Anthropic's heavyweight AI, Claude. And in the other corner, Google's brand new challenger, the Antigravity IDE, which is powered by their latest and greatest, Gemini 3. Both of these claim to be at the top of their game, so we thought, hey, let's put that claim to the test. And we didn't exactly lob a softball at them. This challenge was designed to be tough. We wanted to test more than just their ability to spit out code. We wanted to see if they could understand nuance, complexity, and some really tricky constraints. So, on the surface, the goal was pretty straightforward. Build a complete website totally optimized for search engines using the popular Next.js framework. But you know how it is. The devil is always in the details. And here's the detail that really mattered. This was the curveball we baked into the prompt. It wasn't enough to just create pages. The AI had to design each page with a very specific structure. Every single one needed at least 5 to 7 different vertical unique blocks. Honestly, understanding that one little phrase was the real test of intelligence here. And the scale of this thing? Yeah, we weren't building a simple blog. The full sitemap called for 233 individual pages. This wasn't a sprint, it was a marathon designed to test consistency and, most importantly, stability. Okay, so the stage is set, the challenge has been laid out. How did our AI contenders actually do? Let's get to the results. First up, round 1, design. The big question is, did the AIs actually listen? Did they follow that super specific instruction about the 5 to 7 vertical blocks on each page? And right away, things got really interesting. Claude absolutely nailed it. It followed the instructions to the letter, creating the full 7 vertical blocks, just like we asked. But Antigravity, running Gemini 3, it was a mixed bag. It completely failed on the homepage, only gave us 2 blocks. But then, on the other pages we specified, it did it perfectly. So, a really weird, inconsistent result. Okay, but let's be real. A pretty design doesn't mean a thing if the website is broken. Which brings us to round 2. And this is the big one. Technical stability. Did the AI generate a project that you could actually build and run without it all falling apart? And this is where the whole competition just flipped on its head. Claude might have won on design, but its final product was broken. A whole bunch of those 233 pages just flat out didn't work. Antigravity, on the other hand, was flawless. Every single one of the 233 pages was built and deployed without a hitch. When it comes to what actually matters, a working website, Antigravity was the clear, undisputed champion. So, Gemini won on stability. Case closed, right? Well, not so fast. The story doesn't end there. We knew it was more stable, but we had to know why. And it turns out a surprising third experiment showed us that the AI model itself is only half the story. So to really get to the bottom of this, we ran one more test. We took the exact same AI model, Gemini 3, but this time, instead of running it inside its special Antigravity IDE, we just called it through a standard API in a totally normal coding environment. And the result? A complete and total failure. I mean, an absolute train wreck. The same powerful model that built a perfect 233-page website inside Antigravity completely bombed when we used it on its own. So let's break that down. This failed test cost $25, it ran for half an hour, and what did we get for it? A website where every single page was a 404 not found error. It was completely useless. This proves that the secret sauce isn't just the AI. It's that dedicated IDE, Antigravity, that's doing something special behind the scenes. It's not just a window to the AI. It's the whole engineered environment that makes it work.
So, what does this all mean for the future of making software? Well, this whole showdown kind of reveals a new set of rules for the game.
Okay, so let's boil this all down. First, a working site beats a pretty, broken site any day of the week. Technical stability is everything. Second, the platform you use is just as important as the AI model itself. A powerful engine needs a well-built car around it to win the race. And maybe most importantly, this stuff doesn't get rid of the need for human testers. It actually makes them more critical, because now we need people to rigorously test what these AI agents are building.
You know, the original analysis really put it perfectly with this quote. If you want to do serious complex coding with a model like Gemini 3, you have to use it inside the platforms that were built for it, like AI Studio or the Antigravity IDE. For these massive tasks, just hooking into the raw API isn't going to cut it.
And all this leaves us with one final huge question for the future. As AI starts writing more and more of our code, our job changes. It's not just about testing the code anymore. Now it's about testing the AI that writes the code. And that's a whole new ballgame, and a challenge we're all going to be facing very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in.